up? It's your girl, Try the Greatest. Today, I am back again with another story time for you guys. This is not clickbait. This is not for clout. This is not to just get y'all to watch the video. This is 100% real information. I was already like really iffy about letting you guys know the truth because I thought people was gonna look at me differently. Any of my friends or anybody that I kick it with on a daily would like look at me like I'm a walking infection or something, even though at the time I was. I made sure I stayed far away from my loved ones. I was experiencing the symptoms around March 23rd and I didn't get diagnosed with it for sure until March 30th. I didn't want to go to the clinic or go to any hospital because I didn't want to be around any people until I started feeling a lot better. It was a week straight that I was feeling y'all. I literally was on my deathbed. I felt like how it all started was when my friend, I don't know if you guys know her, Ray, my friend Ray, came over and I actually spoke with her around the time I had it, and she said she didn't have any symptoms. She said she went to the doctor, she didn't have anything. I thought she gave it to me because she actually flew in. She was at the airport. She didn't have any gloves on. She didn't have a mask on. So after she left, I was heated. I was like, bro, I'm for sure she gave it to me. If nobody else gave it to me, I know my friend Ray gave it to me. Then even when I dropped her off at the airport, she still wasn't suited and booted. Around quarantine or whatever, I was talking about it. Like, I was joking about it. I was saying how the government lying, and I was just talking so much bad stuff about COVID-19. I didn't believe it was real. I thought people was lying. So when I caught it, I was like, JC, stop playing with me. I really did not understand. I'm trying to tell me everybody I kicked it with this past week don't have nothing but me. Towards the end of the night, I started getting a sore throat. I do sleep with my air on a lot of times, and I do sleep naked with my air on. Maybe I got a little cold coming on. Then the sore throat just started becoming unnoticeable. I can't ignore this. Like, this actually hurt. I had like some little sore throat spray stuff under my sink or whatever, so I used it. Nothing happened. Maybe it's some allergies that I don't know about, because y'all know pollen out and stuff. Being around pollen before, it can't be the allergies. Perhaps something is wrong. Like, maybe I'm about to get a cold. COVID-19 was the last thing I thought I had. No. Life really woke me up. When I'm out and about, I put my hands in my mouth. I bite on my nails. I'm in public places and I touch stuff. I don't wash my hands. I don't use sanitizer frequently. Maybe drink some tea. I like the Lipton tea is like in those small little square rectangular looking packets. It was big. It was maybe about this big. Took it out, I sipped a little, and I kind of like found myself gagging. Cause I'm like, is this tea old? Like, can tea get old? Like, I just bought it. Like, why is it tasting weird? Maybe my body just not trying to take the tea. And then I put Theraflu in it to kind of like cover up the weird tart taste. I just kind of like forced myself to finish it because I had medicine in it. I literally felt myself having to throw up. The tea bag was like way too big for like a 1-cup serve. I feel like it was one of those tea bags for like a teapot that you put in and it kind of like juices it. I don't know. This tea bag like this. One tea bag make 1 gallon. Okay, so like I said, I had all this tea in one small little coffee cup. It just tasted way too saturated. I had to throw up. I was over the toilet for like 2 minutes straight. I'm like, bro, like I really feel like I'm having to throw up. So then a little bit came up and I kind of just like closed my eyes and just swallowed it down because I really hate throwing up, because once I throw up, I do not stop. After I drank the tea with the Theraflu medicine in it, that's when immediately I caught a fever. I know I don't got that COVID, but I know I don't. Somebody playing with me right now. Like, this gotta be a prank. Like, my head was burning up. I'ma just sleep it off. Y'all, I took that nap. I got up. I start feeling worse. I caught a fever so high. I woke up in the middle of the night out of my sleep. It was like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. On my thermostat, I turned my thermostat down even lower, knowing I could potentially have some type of sickness going on. I took all my clothes off, which is the opposite of what you're supposed to do when you have a fever. I woke up the next morning, my head was spinning. I felt so low. Like, it was hard for me to talk. I would do this when I talk. Like I just got done running a marathon and I'm laying down talking. Like, I had shortness of breath. This can't be happening to me. Kind of just was drugging up on cold and flu medicine. Then went through the whole Theraflu box. I still wasn't feeling better. I didn't want to tell my family. I didn't want anybody looking at me like I was a zombie. I need to go to the hospital. I don't know what's going on with me. Mom, I'm having symptoms of the COVID, the coronavirus. She was like, what? You know how mamas do. They just go crazy. Like, they just go crazy even more. Like, they just make it worse than what it is. What? You can die. You need to go to the emergency room right away, right away. I'm like, Mom, chill. But all I did was slept. I didn't get no videos done. I wasn't able to pack orders because I was afraid that if I was to touch somebody's order, they could possibly get it. And I could go through like a lawsuit. They might try to sue me. Not only was I behind on my orders, people was charging they order back. Like, it was a whole bunch of chargebacks. After I got over my sickness, over 12 chargebacks of hair and clothing items because I wasn't shipping it at a timely manner. Then I started coughing. Yeah, I got something. If it ain't the coronavirus, I got something. My dad called me or whatever to check up on me. I was talking to my dad and he was saying how he had like the same similar symptoms too, and what he told me that I needed to do to cure it so I can start feeling better. Get some Vicks, the little Vicks medicine cream, put it on my chest or whatever. Like, I need to put on clothes, I need to put on a hoodie, I need to put on a jacket, I need to eat hot stuff, and I need to let it sweat out. Mind y'all, I don't like being hot. That's what I did. It was feeling better a little bit, but then it was one morning, y'all. 8 o'clock in the morning, I woke up freezing. Around this time, I had already cut my air off because my mama was like, you need to cut your air off because you need to try to sweat that cold out, as well as my dad said it. I'm not talking about just any regular, smuggler freezing. I'm talking about chattering of my teeth freezing. Like 79 degrees in my house, almost 80 degrees. So it wasn't the thermostat. It's the weather outside, y'all. I checked the weather. The weather was like 80 degrees outside. I had extra clothes on, my big cover. I was gonna get a bigger cover out of the closet, and then it's this little furry blanket on my bed. I even put that over me, and I was still freezing. Next day, I lost my appetite completely. Am I about to die? That's really how I felt. I really felt like I was finna die. Like, I had some leftover like 2-time spicy noodles. I was trying to do this little challenge, this little spicy noodle challenge. F it, I'm about to eat a pack of those. On top of me eating a pack of those, drink some hot tea on top of that. I'm just about to hot it up, sauna it up, heat it up. Really about to bring the heat in this mug. Nose running, I'm like, okay, cool, this is a good sign. I can get this mucus out my system. I'm drinking the hot tea at the same time. I didn't bother drinking any cold water. I didn't bother drinking any milk because I felt like if I was to drink milk, it was gonna make the mucus build up. And I felt like if I was gonna drink something cold, it was gonna defeat the purpose of me bringing the heat in the first place. It took about 15 minutes to cool my mouth down. Woke up the next day. My dog get in my face. I usually smell him or whatever. I don't smell nothing. So I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, my friend gave him a bath or whatever. I had this Vicks steamer right on the side of me. And every time I would go to sleep and wake up, that would be the first thing I smelled, because y'all know that Vicks cream is so strong. I come over to inhale the Vicks steam. I don't smell no type of Vicks, but I didn't notice until I walked out the room. Why? Like, this is weird. Like, I don't smell Mozzie. I don't smell the Vicks steam. So I'm thinking maybe my friend switched it out with some water. That's why I don't smell the Vicks steamer. My refrigerator, whatever, get some orange juice or whatever. I don't taste the orange juice. Not only can I not taste, I can't smell either. I'm like, is my senses gone? So at that point, I start panicking. I'm like, nah. Like, I'm like, I know them Asian noodles ain't do that to my senses. I just know they ain't burn my senses out. They wasn't that hot. You know what I'm saying? I run into my room and I get like this little Vicks cream that I had set on the dresser. I'm smelling it. Y'all know Vicks is so strong. You can smell it from a mile away. I couldn't taste the noodles. Like, it felt like I was eating nothing. It felt like I was eating cardboard. So not only was my appetite gone, I couldn't smell, I couldn't taste. I ate some chips. The roof of my mouth was screaming when I bit into that Cheeto. It was a screaming where it hurt to even chew my mouth and eat. So then I looked up on Google or whatever, like why like the roof of my mouth would be so sore for me to eat. Like y'all, it felt like the top layer of my skin, the roof of my mouth skin was ripped off like some bread. It still hurted, y'all. Life is ruined. I look up the symptoms of the COVID again for the 100th time. Loss of senses, like you won't be able to taste or smell. My appetite was already gone, but even if I did try to eat, nourish myself, I didn't even want to eat because it hurted so bad to chew because the roof of my mouth from the hot noodles burnt the top layer of my skin. So at that point, y'all, I really was going through it. I was losing money because people was requesting chargebacks the whole entire time I had the coronavirus. Losing money, can't taste, can't smell, loss of appetite, fever here and there, coughing, sore throat. I'm like, what more? God, the love of food wasn't there anymore. Like, I didn't want no juicy crab. Y'all know juicy crab my favorite. I didn't want no juicy crab. I didn't want no dinner. I didn't want no breakfast because I couldn't taste it. And even if I could taste it, it hurts for me to chew because the roof of my mouth is crying because I ate those hot noodles and I didn't drink nothing cold to cool my mouth down at the time. I kind of just really went into a depression because when I was telling my mom about me having corona or whatever, she kind of was just like, oh yeah, I was about to come over and do laundry, but I'm not even coming no more. I was gonna invite you. You can't be around people. Like, I really felt distance from the world. It's like everything I love was just going away. At this point, I'm on my knees, y'all, praying to God. I'm like, God, please heal me. Please shed your blood over my body. I don't feel myself. Please, God, heal me, heal me, heal me. And as I'm saying this, nothing is happening. It's like I'm so in a rush to feel better and feel myself again that I was blaming God for taking too long to heal me. And you know, when things get like that, that's a big no-no. Why me, God? Why? I started feeling a little better, so I went to the hospital. They didn't even want to take me. They like checked my temperature at the door. They wasn't allowing me to go in. They told me to go to the clinic. They didn't want to take me. They told me to wait outside in my car until they called me up. I just felt alone. I just felt alone. The whole entire sickness, I felt alone. It's like nobody was trying to cure me because it wasn't a cure. It felt like nobody cared. I felt like it felt like they was waiting for me to die. That's exactly what it felt like. I couldn't post. My followers was asking me to post videos. They was asking me to go live. I didn't want to go live because I was afraid that I would cough. I was afraid that my business was going to be affected by it. Like, people wouldn't buy from me anymore. So I felt alone. I felt alone. Like, they just was waiting for me to die. They sent me back home. The hospital sent me back home. So like I said, I went to the clinic. They told me to wait outside in my car until they was ready for me. They finally did the test on me. Y'all, it was a long ass Q-tips about this long. About this long. The Q-tip was about this long. And she held my nose up and she like literally stuck the whole thing inside my nose. It was the most uncomfortable thing I ever experienced. It hurted so bad. And then she had us to leave it there for like 5 seconds. It was in my nose for like 5 seconds. It hurted so bad. She took it out and it was a whole bunch of blood on it. Then she said, sorry, I'm gonna have to do the other nostril too. So she did the other nostril, went back there for about 5 seconds, took it out, and it was blood around it. So, long story short, about 2 days later, they called me and said I was diagnosed with COVID-19. They said I had it for sure. None of my senses and stuff were gone. I really wanted my senses back. I felt disconnected from my body because I couldn't smell or taste nothing. They prescribed me with some sinus infection medicine, but it was only to get my senses back. You need to just stay at home and quarantine for 14 days. We don't have a cure for COVID. And they was just really just giving me the runaround. Like I said, they was waiting on me to die. That's exactly what I felt like. I felt like they was waiting on me to die. One of y'all seen my vlogs, whatever, my ex or whatever, he actually caught it too. And he knew the risk of that he can possibly die or whatever. And he stayed with me. And yes, he caught it too. It wasn't as bad as me. I think he maybe had a fever the first day, but after the first day he started feeling better. But that was the only person who was with me. That was the only person who was cooking for me, making sure I was taking vitamins, you know what I'm saying, giving me fruit, giving me lots and lots of water so I could feel better. He was the only person. My mom didn't want to come for me. My dad didn't come for me. My uncles didn't want to come for me. Nobody wanted to come for me. Bakari was the only person that was there for me during this sickness. The whole entire time. He even put his life in jeopardy for me. So, yeah. Nobody else came for me. He was the only person. Even when he was sick, he was still giving me tea, giving me medicine, making sure I was good before he was making sure he was good. I felt alone. I felt really alone the whole entire time. I started becoming depressed because I couldn't do the things I love to do. I couldn't make a video. I couldn't pack orders. I couldn't eat because my appetite was lost and it was painful for me to eat. I wanted to share it with you guys, what I did to make me feel better. So if you know somebody or anybody that's out there that have the coronavirus or struggling with the coronavirus, these are a couple of things that I did to cure myself. I'm not gonna say it because everybody's body is different. Don't have any health issues, no diseases, no heart problems, no asthma problems, and I thank God for that I was born a healthy child. I drink nothing but water. I drink water so much, like if I drink anything else I become thirsty for water. I don't smoke, I don't drink. I haven't had a health problem since I can remember. Some real oranges, and we peeled them and we put them in a pot, lemon juice in it, and we waited till it was boiling like really high, and I went over it and I was inhaling it. And that was the first day I started feeling a little better as far as coronavirus go. So I was doing that. I started feeling a lot better. I think I inhaled the whole pot until it was down to a little water. I had took these vitamins. It say number 1 on it. It was vitamin C. I had maybe...
Did you tell her I was the cure for the coronavirus?
I did tell her you was the cure.
You didn't tell that.
I did.
You didn't say that.
But you wasn't the cure.
I was the cure. Vitamin C, I heard that.
Yeah, I was doing...
The pot, I heard that.
Yeah, I was doing that.
Everything else, I heard it. I heard it all.
Yeah, but it wasn't you, technically.
Say Bakari was the cure.
He wasn't the cure. I think I maybe took 2 every other hour. 2 vitamin C pills every other hour.
I made you do it.
Lots and lots of tea with lemon in it. I stayed in the house and I was eating lots of fruits. I was eating lots of drinking lots of liquids, and I even had to buy a separate thing of water because I could not drink cold water because a lot of my water was cold in the refrigerator. So I had brought some water and I drank it straight room temp the whole entire time. Did those things and I started feeling better in no time. Rest in peace to those who passed from the coronavirus. And I just want to say that everybody is different, and it also depends on your age. I'm only 19, so I'm very healthy. I'm very active. I try to be anyway. Water is the most important thing. It actually made me want to start eating healthy. Like, it made me want to take my health a lot more serious. It was a learning experience. It definitely made me start praying a lot more than I was. I was already praying a lot, but this incident, like this corona stuff, made me want to pray a lot more. I'm corona free now, so anybody that was around me, don't panic. I'm just glad I'm feeling better. This was worse than any cold, worse than any sickness, worse than any flu. I was ready to die. I said I'd rather die than deal with this. I really feel like God is trying to gain back control. I also feel like the government is trying to do population control. They feel like Too many consumers eating up the crops. He's wanting our attention. He's wanting us to pray to him. He's wanting us to trust in him and believe in him. Because I'm so sick of people depending on man when in reality, man can't do shit. When in reality, we need to be dependent on him, asking God why, asking God for guidance and understanding. Talking about some stimulus check for $2,000, $1,200. Baby, I can make that money myself. Let me outside. I definitely wanted to make this video. I was really adamant about it. The coronavirus is real. Social distancing is important. I don't even know how I caught it because everybody that I was around said they don't have it. I really hope you guys are really taking social distancing serious and quarantine serious. Don't go out unless you need to, unless it's for food, a couple of toiletries. But other than that, that really completes this story time. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Peace and blessings.